Alrighty then. It's time for our Division 3 here at Abu Dhabi, our final race of round 8 in Season 10 of our final season here of F123. We have a special treat tonight. We are joined tonight by Sanjay Panini Punetti. Believe I got your name right. Close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Good to be here.
so we will have a little bit of fun tonight. We have seen so far this week, or so far this weekend, excuse that these races have been quite spicy. Generally, we've kind of seen in both D1 and D2, we saw somebody getting a nice little advantage and running off into the distance for a time before a safety car or before penalty or something catches them back up. Last night we saw Ryan just run away from the field as Maxime, the straight line terrorist, just holding up the entire field for him. And then
Yeah.
in Saturday in D2 we had, after a safety car, we had Wild Poros try his hardest to pull away from the rest of the grid and escape a 3-second time penalty, and he just lost it by a tenth to Ranger right at the end.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race because the more you fight, the more you're going to lose time, and these chicanes when you go side by side through them, you're just losing so much time. And I'm interested to see what drivers' decisions are when they're in that like initial part of the phase, like initial part of the race. When is it worth going for the move and lose the pack ahead, or is it best to just DRS swap or just stick behind the guy and manage your tires, so you don't like lose out on a better result? Well, that was kind of the issues that we were seeing in D1 and D2. And that's kind of the main reason Ryan won, especially starting on those softs at the beginning. He was able to pull up like a 5 second gap immediately because Maxime and I think it was Miniko. They're fighting a lot yesterday.
Yeah, Maxime, after the race, kind of shared his setup with everyone else, and his wing setup was quite a bit lower than everyone else, so he was able to just
Right.
kind of keep everyone behind. So like you mentioned with the midfield kind of battle that we see here, these setup differences, we will likely see a big range of kind of aero setups with D3, just like we saw with the other two divisions. Just that, excuse me, the difference in setup can just keep people behind, or it can make you just lose so much time in that first and third sector.
Right.
And you can just cause all sorts of chaos with just kind of people battling. It is difficult to overtake here, simply because generally most of the time you'll be overtaking through DRS,
Yep.
but with back-to-back DRS zones and back-to-back detection zones also, so it's not just one and get both. It's really easy for people to fight back after you overtake them one time. Right on board here with Kagenis as he goes into the third sector. I believe he'll be one of our first ones to cross the line here.
Yeah, Aaron Green put up the first time right now with 23.7. The word on the street, like low 22s, maybe pole,
Low
maybe even a
22.
21.
Oh, yeah, Ochi with 23. I think we have Chonk about to cross the line too. He has the fastest first two sectors so far, so 23.4. Joel with a 29.2 on the intermediates. Very competitive time.
Yeah, it's going back to what you were saying about the double DRS zones. It's just we have to see what kind of drivers, what the decision is, trying to make an overtake in the first chicane, because the moment you make that overtake, it's so easy for the driver who was like probably defending it just come back and take that position back, going into the next DRS straight. So you'll either see drivers not go for the move or at least unsettle the driver, maybe taking a defensive line so it's more compromised, so that they can make a better move going into the second straight. But then there's also drivers who just overtake into the chicane, and then they'll just lose that spot back. But they'll do it again the next lap. I've seen it so many
Yeah,
times.
and there's a lot of
So we'll
times
see what happens.
what we saw a lot yesterday also was people being very aggressive down that first DRS straight into this middle chicane. And then they'll cause so much chaos through this middle chicane, they'll lose so much time to the car in front,
Right.
and then just cost everyone a lot of time. So it's a
Yeah.
very tricky track, and since there's not a lot of great overtaking spots outside of these DRS zones, just keeping good pace and good track position becomes so important.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why qualifying is really important here today because the more you are out front, the less BS you'll see towards the back because there could be so many of these like micro collisions that just kind of get exaggerated and the pileup starts happening. Um, so we'll see. And then safety cars, yeah, we've seen safety cars in both divisions, so I'm expecting to probably see one in this one as well.
Yeah.
So drivers have to keep that in mind as well.
We are missing a few people. We had a few no-shows tonight, so that does lower the possibility of a safety car when you have fewer drivers, but it's still likely. It's still a very high probability at this track. We see man in the box on provisional pole right now. We have Avira actually on just finishing his first lap with a 23.2. So man in the box putting himself up there, and we are missing Garrett Elder, who who has said multiple times that this is easily his favorite track, who is out tonight and maybe out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why. Hopefully everything's going all right with him because as far as when I was talking to him, he was ready. He was practicing a lot for this race too, so
yeah,
hopefully everything's good with him.
He didn't tell us until about an hour before, but we'll see how things go with him. Hopefully everything is okay with Garrett, but we'll miss him on the track for now. But man in the box doing his best to race in the spirit of Garrett Elder. Let's see, I don't believe anyone is on a current push lap right now.
Right now, just taking a look at the standings, and got quite the race for the title here between Joel, Kiwi, and Ovira, only separating each other by 7 points, or between Joel and Ovira, 7 points, while Kiwi's in between them. So, I mean, getting closer to the end of the season, these are the races that really start to matter. What are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to prevail this race?
Man, just from what I've seen over the course of the week and what we've seen all season, it seems like even though Kiwi has put herself in a very nice spot for most of the season, they've lacked a good amount of pace to kind of to just straight up race Avira and Joel. So I would be surprised if anyone other than them two wins this race.
Yeah, I know Avira's been really quick this whole season. He has that one DNF. So is Joel. I think if they didn't have those DNFs, they probably would be ahead, and it would be a two-way battle. But these are the kinds of opportunities you kind of have to react on. And who knows? There could be a crazy race today, so can't really predict what could happen. But looks like Avira or J Street. I don't know. I was looking at J Street. J Street's coming in. Yeah, J Street put up a good time as well.
So we have Chonk on their second push attempt, just reaching into the third sector. They just set the fastest middle sector with a 35.5, so that may be showing that Chonk may be on the lower end of the downforce setup-wise, getting a really wide line as he goes into the final few corners of our lap here at Yas Marina. Will be a very good spot for him. This may put him provisional pole depending on how cleanly he went through the sector. He was just off of man in the box. The man in the box, very solid time for him so far. But still, people chomping at the heels. I believe we have Dirt Shark set his first time there, 23.7, so he's coming back around as everyone else is starting to go around the track for their second push attempt. We may have Hetrosy here on a push. They're going towards that Sector 3 line now.
Yeah, really tricky corner. You want to keep your minimum speed up as much as you can. I've been seeing a lot of drivers at least take a bit of a wider entry. Some people even get really close to the curb and take a really tighter line. Even I don't really know what's the best racing line in the end. I hit it so inconsistently. But it's a crucial corner to get right, especially when you're battling someone through that corner.
Seeing here, Joel is now on their first actual push attempt here on soft tires. They've set the fastest first sector by a little bit more than half a tenth now on Avira's fastest first sector. Joel may be putting himself into the 22s. Fuji just finishing. Go down this back straight into the third sector, setting purple second sector also. So Joel, if he finishes this lap cleanly, he's going to put himself at the top of the board. Running into a little bit of traffic here. I think that's Snoop Francis in front of him. Snoop Francis is known to start his lap right in front of people as they finish.
He somehow got out of the way pretty well there, but yeah, Ben spooked Joel.
Very conservative line through that final corner, not taking a lot on entry. At 22.4, so Joel puts himself onto provisional pole by half a second. He's the first one of our drivers to get into the 22s. Vera pushing also.
An insane lap.
That is an insane lap. Still not the greatest Sector 3. Man in the box was Sector 3 times, still quicker than Joel, so Joel probably did lose quite a bit of time behind Snoop Francis.
Right.
Vera pushing now into that middle chicane through the middle sector.
Ooh, has a little bit of a moment coming out of the chicane.
I don't see a significant improvement yet, although my sector time's still not showing. See, when he crosses the line here on the stream, he's up by just half a hundredth. So not a huge improvement for Avira here.
Yeah, let's see if he can really gain a lot of time here in sector 3, because on these slower corners, it's really important to hit him right, and there's a lot of time here to be gained. So let's see.
Really wants to step out here. Luckily, he's not going to run into any traffic like Joel did. McLaren is going really slow. At the pit, so clean lap for Avira here. Where will this put him? Into the 22s, but still. Oh, Kiwi pops in front of Avira, so Kiwi into the 22s also. So, like when I was saying a bit ago, Kiwi not showing the pace to directly race with Joel and Avira in the last couple of races, but Kiwi putting themselves to P2. Big surprise there.
Yeah, that's for 1, 2, and 3 in the standings right now.
That is it. Yep.
See, man in the box right now is also on the lap. He put down the first fastest lap, so let's see if he can improve here.
4/10 improvement. Right now. Okay, maybe we have man in the box going for a pole, but look at this traffic. There's the yellow flags in front from a Ferrari and an Alpine, so hopefully they don't block him too. They're going really slow. Man in the box going to run right into the back of them so they can get out of the way. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, he dodged a bit of traffic there.
It looks like he got through it clearly. Smooth for man in the box through that third sector. Where does this put him? 22.7. So man in the box goes into P2. Joel just showing out right now. We have, I think, Roldy. No, I believe Roldy just set their times. Roldy should be going into the pits here.
Yeah, crucially here, because Joel set his first lap on intermediates, he has an extra pair of softs now that he can use in the race. So we might see him start off on the soft tire, kind of like what Ryan did yesterday. And if he's thinking he's going to start from pole, that's probably the best move. But it all comes down to an unlucky safety car when he pits earlier than everyone else.
Yeah, we saw both the Mercedes drivers yesterday go with that strategy. Simon qualifying a little bit further back in the Mercedes in D1, but still opting to go for the softs. Both of them pitting around lap 13 and 14, but a safety car came out. Weren't able to see just how effective medium soft strategy would have been for them. Most people so far among both grids have opted for medium hard strategy. Some people started on medium. Generally, too far to go to finish the race on soft tires. See what they decide to do. I believe we have actually J Street pushing for their second attempt quite late in the session.
Yeah, I wonder, because they're not really going to have enough time to do another lap. Are they going to finish this?
We'll see. They are up. I mean, J Street is just a little bit off of the fastest first sector so far. We'll see where their time is when they cross the sector 3 line at this corner.
I'm also not seeing his fuel indicator
2/10.
blinks. Maybe
good.
He
He has over 2 laps of fuel laps, so J Street up by about 2/10 at least, so J Street probably looking to crack the 22s here. Actually, man in the box. So we have 4 people in the 22s so far, and J Street looking to join that 22 club. A conservative with the short shifting there, and there he goes in the 22s, jumps in front of Kiwi and Avira, so P3 potentially here for J Street.
He might be doing a double push lap.
No, he backed
He doesn't
out.
have enough time.
Yeah,
He
he
backed
backed
out.
out. So
Oh, sorry, I meant to say like a cooldown lap and then another lap
he
at the very end.
maybe he's decided to do that. It looks like, yeah, he knows these people are coming out of the pit, so he's just going real slow. I believe we have Hetrosy just beginning their final push attempt here. Hetrosy struggling so far in the 24s. Hetrosy, big wiggle out of turn 1 there, but still valid. Hetrosy decided to back off after that rough turn 1 with enough time to go back around, and with 4 laps of fuel in their car, they definitely have enough time. Enough fuel to go around. Try again. I believe that now puts us at Chaos, I believe. Nope, Chaos is on an out lap. Chaos, a new reserve with us
Dirt
tonight.
Shark just started a lap.
Dirt Shark just starting a lap. Yeah, Dirt Shark just starting a lap. They run into all this traffic on their final out lap.
Yeah, it looks kind of crazy in front of him right now.
Yeah, so starting very early for Dirt Shark, but Dirt Shark in the 23.7s, known to have solid quality pace, but he's actually down almost 100th, or excuse me, almost a 10th through the first sector, so a lot of work to do to improve. And as soon as he gets through this chicane, he's going to run into all of his traffic. Maybe a back out and try again. Aaron Green retiring in the pits, it looks like, or maybe he spun at the start of his lap. That'll be Aaron Green's final time for this. All that traffic, did a good job of getting out of his way there, and he should be clear. Well, so there's Haas in front of him.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, it looks like he had a lift there. It looked like he got a little bit. He got spooked by the Haas in front of him.
Yeah, had to take a pretty tight line through there to try to avoid the Haas, but maybe did not compromise his time too much.
Shark finish this lap, and we'll hop on board with Kiwi, I believe, is going to be the next one up, just going towards that third sector. Dirt Shark moves up into P6, so almost to the 22, so solid lap for him, but now we see Kiwi, no improvement on their time right now, moving towards that Sector 3 line here for their final attempt. 2/10 improvement for Kiwi. Okay, so Kiwi in the running right now for P2, nowhere near where Joel's time is. I believe Joel has just started their final attempt also. We have Chaos right behind Kiwi here, although on 3-lap old sauce, so Chaos going for the I just need laps strategy.
Yeah.
Really wide.
Yeah, I mean, new driver for Red Bull.
Almost invalidated. Yeah. Fourth gear for the final for Kiwi, so no improvement for Kiwi. 2/10 down. Now we can hop on board with Chaos, see what kind of improvement they're going. Chaos, I think, 3/10 up on, I believe, Kiwi's time, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see where this puts Chaos. Oh no, 26s, so improvement for Chaos there. Hetrosy validated. Looks like we have Williams going into the pits, and I believe we now have
Joel right now is up half a 10.
Pratty just crosses the line. Improvement up to 23.4, so Pratty P11 now. Chonk hopping in front of Man in the Box, just completing their lap. Man in the Box pushing now, going towards the final corner, up 2.5 tenths on their lap time, so maybe pushing for pole here. 22.4 puts him right in front of Joel, but where is Joel? Joel is just barely up on his time. I don't think he's going to have enough, actually.
Let's see Joel's final corner.
Oh, never mind.
Get it.
2/10. It showed half a tenth. Maybe I was thinking maybe that wasn't enough. But Joel puts himself back, but very strong for Man in the Box. Vera finishing with a 22.9, so Vera starting P6. Kiwi in P5. Joel, our championship leader, starting on pole, but with Man in the Box close behind, and Chonk in there too. And Chonk, who has seemed to solve their internet issues, so hopefully less chaos from Chonk in these grids.
Maybe this might be a new Chonk here. But solid qualifying for Alfa Romeo in general, P1 and P4. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we were talking about how Joel's Sector 3 might have been compromised in his second run, and there you go, 2/10 improvement right there. So I'm gonna put a bunch of money and say Joel's definitely starting on the soft.
Oh yeah, yeah. Joel was clowning all week when his practice, because he would just stream his race practice and general chat. This guy really wants to do a 2-stop.
Oh, I
really
do
wants to
remember
do
this.
so.
Yeah,
He wa-
yeah.
I
We'll
think
see if
his
that will work,
I think his
but
strategy would go soft, medium, medium, and he has the tires to do it. But that's a lot. That's a lot of people to overtake. A lot of time
yeah,
to
and it's
make up.
also like it's also a tricky pit exit to the point where if you try to push the pit exit to like get out faster, you could hit the wall, and that could be a bad mistake.
Yeah,
Um, and the corner entry also has some bugs, so you can get some like weird 3 second penalties.
yeah. There is a known bug right now where if you just touch the white line at all anywhere in the pit entry, it's you'll either just get one warning or you'll get three warnings. And sure to get your race directors, everyone, if you're if you're in this race.
Yeah. Well, Chaos actually only ended up using one tire the entire qualifying. I think he's just trying to get his trying to get calibrated. Just get some good points for Red Bull here. All he has to do is finish, replay like filling in for Garrett. But man in the box right now is put on the hot seat, and he did a good qualifying. So P2, right? So yeah, we'll see what man in the box can do with Chonk. Known to be a little. I'm pretty sure he's known to be a little aggressive during driving. So I bet he'll be looking behind in his mirrors to make sure he can keep him behind.
But one thing to keep in mind for this track, this isn't a track where you're going to see a lot of overtakes going into turn one, but you may see people sending it once we get to those back straight before we
Oh
get
yeah.
DRS. But yeah, the first lap here is usually relatively clean as long as people don't go crashing into the wall on their own.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joel here is going to be very much asking Chonk to fight man in the box through that chicane. Because the moment you go side by side, it's like pretty much you drop half a second to a second.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really, really tight. So yeah, so much time.
yeah, and the moment you lose DRS, it's like that's when the packs start forming up. So if Joel can get away and break the DRS gap, then it's looking pretty good for him as long as he doesn't mess up. But everyone in behind, they just have to make sure not to do anything super aggressive to make sure they're still in contention for a lead or a podium. Oh, 5 lights.
No, yeah, man in the box of mediums, and Joel is on softs. So you called it for Joel.
Yep, and looks like Joel does get a good start here.
Yeah, man in the box actually under pressure from Chonk here. Chonk going around the
Oh, and Chalk
outside of
immediately
turn
gets
one.
him.
And it looks like they're still side by side. Yellow flag
Oh,
somewhere.
caution.
Etrusy in the back
We
looks
have a
like he's
McLaren.
slow. A lot of stuff happening in this midfield here. A lot of side by side as we go towards the end of the first sector. More people slow. So Pratty actually coming in. Rigraff, who has had no luck in like 2 months of racing this game.
Oh no.
Chonk had a moment also there. He lost a position to man in the box. Maybe he had a bit of a slide or a legal overtake or something. It looked like he had to lift there. Chonk moving
Yeah,
from the battle for
that
P2.
initial fight. Sorry, go ahead.
No, we're good. Now, Avira and Chonk going side by side through this middle chicane. And Aaron Green losing some positions back here, I believe. A spin
He
for
spun out.
him. Not sure if he has any damage. But Joel pulling away by quite a bit. J Street doing the same strategy, so he's going to look to try to get in front of man in the box here on this next lap, potentially. Vera and Chonk still within this man in the box train.
Yeah, and Joel's gone. 1.5 seconds. So he had the lap that he wanted right there. Break DRS. I mean, I think Chonk and Man in the Box fighting initially at the beginning kind of hurt them, and now J Street's on is putting a lot of pressure on Man in the Box.
Definitely did some damage to their ability to keep up with Joel. Now it was basically a foregone conclusion with those softs that he would pull away a little bit, but 2 seconds already as we go into lap 2, and J Street looks like he is going to have really nice opportunity to make a move on man in the box. Oh yeah,
DRS not enabled yet.
Man in the box
here it is.
He's
He's already
using
easy.
battery. Yeah, he's just letting him go.
Yeah. I think Man in the Box knows that J Street has a little bit more pace. Let's just not fight him. Use his pace to get pulled away from Kiwi and Chonk behind, because there is a second between Man in the Box and Kiwi right now. Oh,
Big
never mind. It
sin
closed
by
down a
Dirt
little bit.
Shark on Avira. So Avira falling down to P7. Dirt Shark. Now OG actually has a really nice run on Avira. Not on the battery though. It doesn't look like he's going to send it. Avira struggling a little bit through that middle sector.
Yeah, Campbell thinking about it. He stays, just sticks behind. Chonk is, yeah, directly behind Kiwi, kind of putting a bit of pressure on Kiwi too, but that would gap between Kiwi and man in the box is just around the 1 second mark. Man in the box going to try everything to make sure that he breaks DRS so that he doesn't get under pressure from behind and just get pulled along by these Alfa Romeos in front.
Joel setting the fast lap again with a 26-0. Now, one thing is when you decide to go on these hard tires, you kind of have a big hope that a lot of people around you are going to go on the hards too. That you're not being offset by too much, but Avira just being swarmed by these medium runners so far. Kiwi already losing that train, like you mentioned, to J Street and Man of the Box. Chonk may be looking to make a move on them.
Yeah, this is where we got to see if Chonk's going to decide to make the move here or wait till the next chicane. It looks like he's going to do it now.
But now has a lot of battery to keep them behind if he does choose to do that. And Chonk is on the better tire right now, so Chonk should have a pretty big advantage to try to make up this time to Man in the Box and J Street in front. J Street, even though they're on the softs, still losing quite a bit of time to Joel in front. Etrusy just leaving the pits after having to pit may have had a little bit of damage after the lap 1 spin. Have a lot of time to try to undercut a little bit. So far back, it may not matter. Dirt Shark showing a lot
Man
of
in the box already almost. Sorry, I was gonna say Man in the box already almost opened up a 2-second gap to Chonk. Let's see.
Chonk closing that gap a little bit through the third sector, but it's still going back up. Dirt Shark, now again, Kiwi on these hards definitely had a big disadvantage to any other tire right now. Dirt Shark right on their tail. Dirt Shark not having the greatest qualifying ever, but so far making up a lot of places in the race so far. Snoop Francis, the next medium runner behind the 3 hard runners we have of Avira, Campbell, and Ennis. Like they're in any position to make any moves yet. Right on board here with Dirt Shark. We still has the DRS, but Dirt Shark had a really big exit and is dumping their entire battery. Yeah, so looks like they're going to make the move here. And actually, Man in the Box overtaking J Street for P2. So this overtake, depending on how much battling there is, may cost them time to Chonk behind. Dirt Shark getting that move done on Kiwi.
Yeah, J Street actually lost a lot of time there to Man in the Box as well. I wonder if it was maybe a mistake led up to this. We'll see. But Joel right now, 3.4 second gap between him and Man in the Box and the rest of the field.
And the only thing for Joel is he decided to dump his entire battery, so makes any kind of errors.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not going to have any battery to make up for it. You're right on the tail of Kiwi here with Campbell, Larry Hart right behind them. Kiwi still holding on with these hard tires. It'll take at least maybe 4 or 5 more laps for these hard tires to actually be more effective in the mediums. So we're still looking. We have a yellow flag. I believe that's Chaos that actually spawned in the third sector there. Doesn't look like they have a front wing, so they're gonna have to bring it to the pits. No safety car or VSC. Yeah, it's like they have to pit here. Chaos, who is running solidly.
Nope.
Decided to stay out. So. Oh, nope, they have no damage. Looks like they're good. Chonk actually losing a little bit of time to J Street. Doesn't have DRS for the straight, so Dirt Shark not using battery, but may send it as he's getting really close. No, he backs out, he lifts. Yeah. Big lift behind Chonk. So now he has a really nice opportunity to make a move on Chonk, because Chonk, again, will not have DRS as we move into this next zone. And there it is, Dirt Shark dumping a big amount of battery here. Looks like Chonk is just going to have to give it up.
Yep, and that was a smart overtake by Dirt Shark there to make sure he doesn't do it into the first chicane, because one, he doesn't lose a ton of time to everyone else, and he will have DRS. It's an easy overtake to do. So
one thing I want to point out is Man in the Box was actually quicker than Joel last lap. 26.5 to 26.6. So the gap is actually dropping quite a bit. Man in the Box already is gapping J Street, so J Street already fallen out of that DRS, and now he's closing the gap back up to Joel. So whoa, something bad happened back here, I think, to OG. He's ghosted in the third sector, and so is Kagenis. So something big there. OG having a pit. So he's going into the pits there for OG. So no safety car or anything. Must have some damage.
Getting off those hards is going to be onto the medium, so he's probably going to have to pit again. That's going to be a long stint if he's trying to make it to the end with
That
those.
is.
Unlucky for him. Yeah, you're right. Man in the box is still closing in. Another 2 tenths from when we were talking about him last.
That's a safety
Oh, there it
car.
is, safety
Oh,
car.
no. So Chaos crashing
Um,
on the exit of the final corner. Right at the start-finish line, he crashes out, causes a safety car. So Joel's soft strategy in the mud now, so no choice for him except to go on the hards if he wants to pit. I will imagine that everyone who is not on hards will be hitting 2 hard tires here.
yeah, so this is going to be... Hey, we said it. There's going to be a safety car. This is going to be a really weird timing for one. So if the driver's going now, probably we won't get a restart till lap 9, maybe lap 8.
Yeah, from where we're at, we're so spread out. Yeah, it might be a while before we actually come back in.
Right. So
Right on
you
board
have to
with
think about 20 laps. So could they make a hard tire last 20 laps? They probably can. It just wouldn't be nice at the end.
Yeah, so Joel may be thinking, I'm going to go mediums and then hit again on purpose so he can make his magical 2-stop happen. So right on board with him to see what tire he decides to put on. J Street a little bit unlucky here having a double stack. So let's see how this hurts J Street and what does Joel decide to do. He's on
Yep, he's on the
on the
mediums.
medium. So
We're gonna do it.
he's gonna do it. So Man in the Box goes on to hards. Snoop Francis and Stars both stay out. So some big brain
Yeah, looks
strategy
like
from
but J
Williams
Street's
here.
doing it too.
So
A lot of people are getting on the medium, so I think we might see a lot of double or 2 stops happening.
yeah, I just think people didn't want to stay on those. They just didn't want to stay on those tires, or those old hard tires. They knew they've already been in that position several times this season, where they decided to stay
Yeah.
out, and then those new tires just eat them up. So everyone pitting except for the big brain Williams guys over here. But I would imagine at this point
Yeah.
are struggling with tire wear. That window up for myself. Yeah, they are about a lap or 2 away from hitting that big 25% drop off. So they're going to be food everyone behind them.
Yeah, another thing to notice is like because it's a full safety car, everyone's gonna get bunched up again. And the chances of another safety car start going up because everyone is so close. And they're looking to make moves again. So we might see another safety car. And if that happens, then yeah, all these people are that just pitted onto the mediums. They'll just go pit on another set of mediums and hopefully carry off. Oh, it depends on when the safety car comes out, I guess. If we get a safety car immediately again, then it's gonna get weird.
Yeah, that's kind of the moment where any kind of strategy kind of goes out the window.
Yeah.
But so far, it looks like we have 2 people on the hards within our top 14. So they may be thinking about going all the way to the end, but we saw at the start of the race the tire delta between the mediums and those hards. So it may be difficult for them to hold position. But looking at our championship contenders here, we have Joel in P3 on fresh medium, Kiwi in P2 down in P8 on fresh medium, you're down in P9 also. Snoop Francis decided, wait, they both pit, what? Oh my god.
Too late.
Oh.
That was at that point they should have committed. But maybe they thought they were gonna. But now that just takes them to last place.
They may
So
actually stay out in front of OG and
maybe,
the McLaren.
yeah.
At least one of them will. But we've seen some Williams disaster classes this season. I think this might be number 1.
Yeah, they honestly,
Oh,
I think they could have just used DRS to kind of stay ahead of the pack there, and then hope for a safety car, and then pit under safety car.
well,
But
they
yeah,
were
they lose that opportunity.
they were both well far enough down the field when the safety car came out that they could have, at least one of them could have boxed.
What box? Yeah.
Yeah. So Stu Francis and Stars sacrificing at least 5 or 6 positions to stay out. Now they may be thinking if we stay out and pit late, maybe able to take our hards all the way to the end. Okay, someone needs to tell Kiwi that weaving like this kills their tires. Like this is like the 3rd race in a row we're behind a safety car. Kiwi is just murdering their tires with the weaving.
Yeah, hopefully they have an engineer right now. Brake drag. That's where you get all your temp. But we'll see. Maybe safety car Yep, safety car is in this lap, so we're gonna start on lap 9. They'll get pretty much 30 laps. What am I saying? 20 laps.
Well, yeah, we will have 21 laps technically.
Yeah,
Joel is
21.
doing the silly thing. Also, now he's weaving. But I mean, difference like now, just 1 point. There's a 1.2% tire wear delta between Joel and Kiwi, and on the same tires. So when the tire wear for Joel is only 1.6, that's a pretty significant difference.
Yeah, and so let's see if how aggressive this restart's gonna be from everyone behind, because the moment they start fighting, they're gonna lose that DRS from the driver ahead. So right now, Joel controls when to go. He's weaving to try to psych out man in the box. So I think he's gone now. Yep, he just
Gone.
launched.
So we're right on board here with Chonk as he's behind these two hard runners. Let's see how quickly he's able to get an advantage on them. Joel on the far left side of the track there, prevent any kind of slipstream for man in the box. So far, nothing big. No battery dump for Chonk. Actually dumping his battery. Has a really nice run on Dirt Shark. Dirt Shark struggled out of turn 2 there. Looks like he's going to get a move done. Almost goes on the back of man in the box, which actually might prevent him from overtaking. Now Dirt Shark having to give up the outside of the track there. So now Chonk has overtaken Dirt Shark for PT. He's in a really good position to actually overtake man in the box. Like, these guys really patient with their battery.
Oh,
But
he's
now
gonna
Chonk,
do it? He thought about it.
yeah, a little bit too far back to make that move. Stars actually falling behind here. Aaron Green, I think, having a bit of a moment, getting overtaken by Snoop. Or tire. Chonk still really close to man in the box. Man in the box doing a good job of sticking with Joel. Joel so far has not used any battery. Oldie overtaking Kagenis back in P9. G overtaking Stars as well. We'll sub one more lap after we complete this lap before DRS is back on. Joel, I think, actually heard me talking shit and he decided I'm going to use some battery now. Try to gap everyone.
Yeah, and I think man in the box realized and he started running a little bit too. Yeah, this is man in the box needs to make sure that he holds DRS, because those mediums will try to get away, and I don't know what man in the box's plan is. I don't know if he's thinking about two-stop or taking the hards to the end. Chonk, on the other hand, looks like he's ready to overtake.
Oh yeah, he is so close. These medium tires are just so much better than the hards. Look at that time loss. The man in the box to Joel just through that one corner. Now Chonk dumping his whole battery here. Should overtake man in the box quite easily here. Their issue
And
is
Joel wants this for sure, because they're going to lose time here if they go side by side.
Chonk not getting the move done. Actually got off the battery too soon, so now they're going to go side by side, and a little contact between the two of them. Look at that delta to Joel. So 1.4 now. So they lost almost 3/10, maybe 4/10 just to Joel just by going side by side. J Street now side by side with Dirt Shark back here for P4. They're going side by side into the third sector here. Looks like J Street's going to get that move done.
Yeah, the moment the drivers go side by side, everyone behind is kind of sharks in the water. He's just waiting for something to happen in front to get a good overtake done. And Dirt Shark was kind of like that, but J Street got a better exit coming out of that chicane and was able to get that move done. Yeah, Joel's out, but I mean, man in the box actually is kind of catching up.
He lost a little bit, but yeah, lost some time. The delta did not grow through that third sector, so that's a benefit for him. Looks like man in the box may just be carrying more speed into corners, but lower on exit.
Right.
Delta does drop every time he goes right back up. So now we have
Kiwi's up to P6 now.
Up to P6, but again, they're on those mediums too. So man in the box on the hards, leading the front of our train as Joel has pulled away again. The box. Definitely going to have a harder time keeping Chonk behind. Chonk has slipstream DRS, but Chonk not overtaking, going into the chicane, being a little bit smarter here. Standing, don't want to lose time to Joel. But Chonk actually not a great exit through that middle chicane. Trying to dump a lot of battery here. Might be able to be side by side going into the corner, but yeah, deciding to get off the battery, knowing can't get that move done. And man in the box is still closing that gap, so Joel either struggling a little bit or man in the box just doing a great job on the exit of these slower corners. Chonk
Yeah, I wonder how much of this is also maybe set up here. Looks like Joel does a little bit better in Sector 3. Oh, let's see. I won't speak too early. Maybe. Maybe Joel's doing a little bit better in Sector 3, but it could be the help with the tires too.
So every time we go through these laps, Goldie and Rigraph come really, really close in terms of deltas. We'll hop on with them. Cycle through the field.
Rigraph's been unlucky really fast. Carl spinning him twice as a reserve. He probably is not happy about that. Well, he had an incident earlier on this race, but the safety car did bring him back to a top 10 right now. Let's see what he can do against Avira.
Pratty actually, I think Kenneth's having a bit of a spin there.
Yeah.
So that's Roldy.
That was Roldy.
So Roldy, I don't believe, has any. They've just spun on their own going.
Oh, Rigraff going for a move on Avira around the outside. He decides to back out, but let's see if he can get a good exit here. I think Avira got a better one, and the DRS is going to keep him safe. Or is it? Rigraff is completely out of battery too, which honestly is not ideal in these conditions because that's like one of your biggest tools. When you're under 10%, it really slows your car down.
Kind of a big tragedy for everyone in P9 and behind. Roldy losing that time there caused them to slow down and lose the rest of the train. So now Pratty and Kagenis, rough spots, a lot of time to gain. Ooh, big snap there for Pratty as he goes through that third sector. Shark. So these hard tires are not running as bad as I had anticipated. Man in the Box and Dirt Shark are doing quite well for themselves right now. Looks like Roldy getting a bit of a 3-second time penalty, not in the pits. It's just track limit 1. Ennis kind of closing that gap up to Rigraff now, but it's a little bit of ways to go. Right on board here with Man in the Box. We go in through our DRS here, but Chonk with some nice exits, using a lot of battery to hold his position. Dirt Shark using a lot of battery here to try to maybe make a move on J Street. Avira overtaking Kiwi, actually, side by side with Kiwi. Getting that moved on. Kiwi actually a big hit from Rigraff.
Rigraff
right in the side of Kiwi, yeah. Maybe not anticipating how slow Kiwi may have had to go through that little chicane, but Kiwi's still in the fight here. Dirt Shark really close to J Street, but too far back to make a move. J Street doing a good job of holding him off to that second DRS zone.
So Chonk kind of catching Joel here. Maybe, I don't know. It's like it was 2 seconds. Now it's going a little bit under 2 seconds. We'll see what happens when they cross the line here.
Well, Rigraff actually getting in front of Kiwi on this last lap, but Rigraff struggling a little bit. Kiwi looking like they want to put the moves on Rigraff, but Rigraff able to hold the position for now, but very close to losing that DRS delta to the car in front. Kagenis actually almost in that 1 second delta to Kiwi. They dump a bunch of battery here to get back under 1 second. They will have the DRS. Saw Rigraff running with basically no battery. In front of them, Dirt Shark and J Street still a bit of a battle. We're still in the solid tire light or the solid area of tire health for the medium tires. But it does look like the hards are doing quite well. Man in the Box still holding his position. Dirt Shark gonna send it on J Street potentially here. No, he backs out.
Yeah, just making sure he's scaring J Street into a mistake, honestly.
Looks like J Street. I think it looks like J Street almost is running less downforce than Dirt Shark because he always gets a mid part down those straights. Seems like he builds a bit of a gap where Dirt Shark can close it back to him. Pratty overtaking
Pratty gets ahead. Oh,
yeah. Kagenis,
no, they're side by side.
Oh, they're side by side. Let's get a wide angle here for Pratty and Kagenis as they go into the third sector. Oh,
yeah, we get the helicopter shot. At least I am.
Somewhere.
Oh, as he gets tagged from behind.
Oh no, Pratty! Oh no. Like maybe that was Stars gone a little deep and hit him from behind, or
yeah, it was just from what I saw, it was just one of the Williams. I don't know. I think it was Stars. Braked a little deep
in the back. Hetrosy spinning into the wall here, breaking their front wing, causing a VSC. Do we see anyone deciding to pit here? I would imagine. Nobody pit.
Now
Actually, we
this
have an
is
Alfa
this is
Romeo. We actually, I see, J Street decided to pit.
J Street decided to pit. He lost a lot of positions.
Did like this VSC Delta may come in big later on if everyone else decides to pit. For right now, it's putting him big. Oh, he's having to replace his front wing. So J Street.
Oh, so something happened.
Something happened where J Street now having to replace their front wing. Looks like we have Pratty pit also. So Pratty looks like they broke their front wing also. Or excuse me, no, they did not replace the front wing. So they're on fresh mediums also. Behind them, Hetrasy is replacing their front wing, putting on tires. Oh. But towards the front, these Deltas probably not accurate with the VSC Delta. I don't think Joel is 5 seconds ahead of them yet.
Yeah, unlucky for Patty there. He's actually on for a good result.
Yeah, he's fighting for the top 10. But again, this VSC might actually help them a little bit. May put them in a position where they may be in front of everyone else when they decide to pit later on in the race. They can definitely go to the end now from where they're at with these tires. But we'll see when these medium runners decide to start pitting, or if they will decide to pit, because this VSC will also help them preserve their tires for just a little bit longer. HRC with the drive.
There goes green. Ooh. I think Roldy got one? Or is that... No, that's just a 3-second.
Yeah, it's just a 3-second for Roldy. I thought I saw 2 flags up there. Joel with a solid jump on the VSC, up 2.5 seconds. 2.6 now to man in the box.
Ooh.
Big battle between Chong and Dirt Shark. And
yeah, I saw Dirt Shark had a big big moment there.
So Avira there getting in front of Dirt Shark. And now Chonk actually and Avira, big gas between them. So Chonk over a second behind man in the box now. Man in the box probably pushing to try to hold his position. He is on these hard tires, so all the medium tires are now over that 25% drop-off point. The hard just still about 5 or 6% away from that.
I think Dirt Shark is looking for a move on Avira. He's making his body language pretty clear here.
This might be a bit of a disaster for Dirt Shark or for Avira. Oh, look at Rigraft vomiting through.
Rigraft just using it. Yeah, this is a NASCAR moment right here.
Oh, this is a disaster for Avira. Oh, Dirt Shark going super deep. He's going to slow everyone down again. Oh, Avira getting back in front of everyone, but they lost so much time.
So much time has gone there. And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. It's just when these kind of moments happen, it just lose so much time. And are they going to go side by side? Okay, they're not. Rigraft is looking really, really uncharacteristically aggressive today.
So now, because of all that action, a 2-second gap between Avira and Chonk for that final podium position. Oh, that Delta dropping a little bit there, but back up to 2 seconds. So man in the box and Chonk still battling for P2 right now as Joel has just run away from the whole field. We'll keep an eye on this midfield battle with Avira, Dirt Shark, Rigraft, and Kiwi, because this stuff keeps being quite spicy. I'm curious to understand why OG is so far back. Was he just kind of left with a big gap because everyone pitting behind the VSC? Maybe 4 seconds.
He got spun out pretty early, and then he had a ton of he was with Hetrasy or what? Yeah, he was with them when they got spun out. So I think this gap is just because of that, and the VSC didn't really let him close it.
So for P2, Chonk overtaking man in the box, but now Avira being overtaken again twice by both Dirt Shark and Rigraft. Now Avira will have DRS. I think Rigraft will be. Oh no! Avira gets spun by Kiwi. Oh no!
Oh, that's
oh no! A little bit of half spun.
More work than
the camera angle was bad, so it was a bit of a judgmental jump for me to accuse Kiwi of taking him out, as the camera was like on the nose of the car, but it was a big snap for Avira. Unusual for where he was in the braking zone. So now Avira falls into P8. OG.
Well, Rigraft is now P4, but with no battery. And everyone knows because he's blinking.
Yep, so now it's just this this battle royale, or everyone to call this, or P4 will continue. This Rigraft will likely be overtaken again to go towards, or to go into lap 18.
Yeah, man in the box doing really well with these hard tires, so he's back in DRS with Chong. Joel right now has a good buffer.
Yeah, the big
issue. He's thinking about pitting soon.
It does seem to be that every time Chunk gets in front, that gap kind of grows. So it seems like every time man in the box loses the position, Joel actually runs away from man in the box. Rigraff trying his hardest to stave off Dirt Shark going into middle chicane. They're going side by side a little bit. Dirt Shark not sticking on any move here, but he'll have a really nice exit. Ooh, a bit of a slide there as I say that. So Rigraff may hold on to this, but man in the box overtaking Chonk for P2 in front of them. But Dirt Shark really deep into this corner, causing Rigraff to switch back. So very odd moments. These camera angles are just so terrible. Corners, I can't see anything. A little bit of a slide there for Dirt Shark again, but Dirt Shark does get that move done. That delta to P2 just goes up and up and up, so their chances of podiums slipping out of their hands every lap and every time they do these battles.
Oh, as we see Kaginis go in to the pits, I wonder if this is for damage or maybe he just wants to get an undercut on these guys.
So no damage for Kaginis. Now the issue here is our Joel is sitting at 35% tire wear, so maybe thinking I'm just going to go to the end on these ancient tires because they may not.
That is what I was also about to ask, because I mean they got 11 laps left. Is it doable?
It is doable. The only concern would be just how awful these tires feel when the wear gets excessive. That could cause some unforced errors. So
Chonk got ahead of man in the box again.
They're just swapping every DRS zone. Seems like Chonk is running much higher downforce. So that might be why the interval to Joel keeps going up when he's in front as he's slow through this third sector. We also missed that OG decided to pit the lap before Kaginis. So even with that undercut, he's still almost 5 seconds behind Kaginis. So Kaginis, 7 seconds to the next car. Just from looking at these deltas, we're probably not going to see a lot of people pit, but a lot of time for people to decide.
Yeah, honestly, if you have a set of softs, you could technically take softs to the end if you really wanted to, but pretty sure nobody has a fresh set available to them.
Avira now kind of stuck out in no man's land right now back in P7, 2.2 seconds behind Kiwi Rigraff and Dirt Shark in this battle for P4 right now. I can't imagine Avira will be thinking about pitting at all. He's thinking about trying to catch that train and maybe making up some positions later.
Kiwi looking like
Yellow
she's
flag.
Getting ready to.
So that I believe that's one of the. That's a
it's
VSC.
virtual. So, now we might see some. I don't know. They're in a really weird spot.
Stars
to
going
fit here
backwards on track, trying to get his car turned around. No front wing for Stars, so a little bit of surprise. There's no safety car. But where we're at, it may be out long enough. If Stars is gonna have to drive around the entire track to get back to the pits. Yes, he may be out long. Joel putting a lot of time in his delta. That gap to Chonk is really low now, so let's see.
Yeah, I saw it get really close. Yeah,
Joel
or Chonk is just going really fast.
Yeah, maybe. Joel has to fit here, right? He has to go in.
That's what I'm thinking. But the problem could be that what if the virtual safety car ends while he's in the pit?
Well, Joel has to see. He has to do it. I'm just saying he has to do it because he wants to do his two-stop, right?
Yeah, he wants to do the two-stop.
This is it.
So I kind of want to.
He's going in. He's going in. So here we go. Do they follow him in? Chonk going in. Man in the box. Staying out for man in the box. Dirt Shark staying out. Rigraff staying out. Ooh, a lot of drive-through penalties. I saw Snoop Francis, Aaron Green.
Oh, but this
ended. Oh no!
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So Joel,
this might have not worked out for Joel here.
So Joel's gonna come out, I believe P5 because a lot of people pit behind, but he will. Oh no,
Aaron Green just went ahead.
Aaron Green went ahead. Oh, Aaron Green in front of him. So man in the box.
He's lost a lot of time.
Let's see. Let's take a look at this. This delta right now is 15 seconds to man in the box. So we'll see what kind of pace will Joel have on these tires. And Chonk coming out behind Joel on soft tires.
Oh, this could be bad. If Chonk decides to start, I guess there's a bit of a delta between them. But if Chonk catches up and they start to fight, they're definitely losing podium, at least.
Yeah. So now
now it's looking bad.
It's
8 laps, rough. 15 seconds. Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. The tire delta here can be quite insane. So I think Joel potentially will have the pace to close the gap. It's just, will he be able to clear everyone quickly enough to catch man in the box and then overtake him also? The Dirt Shark is going to do his damnedest to try to catch up with man in the box, just over 1.4 seconds behind him right now. Losing out on DRS from cars pitting behind the VSC just a lap ago. Rigraff, these tires are going to be struggling at the end as he is on these old medium tires. Avira in the same strategy.
And pretty much all these mediums runners in front of Joel are going to be, they should be going very slow. As I just saw, Rigraff's from his best lap is 1.6 seconds behind right now.
So we see a 27.5 for man in the box at the front. Joel with a compromised lap there as he was behind the VSC for a bit. And he did pit. OG setting the fastest lap with a
with the 25. I mean, that's a 2-second delta from just like OG alone. And he pitted a little bit earlier. So
we'll have to see at the end of this lap. We'll get a good indication of the kind of pace difference that we'll see. So we watch that delta between him and Avira, 6.4 as we go through this middle chicane. Let's see how much he closes that gap. Oh my goodness. Like a half a second just through those two corners. So Joel is going to catch Avira likely within the next 2.5 laps, I would imagine, but still, that's a lot of time for the next few cars. If you look at our warning situation, Dirt Shark and Rigraff are currently showing there's going to be one collision warning for them, man in the box with 1, Avira with 1, and then, I'm sorry, Avira with 0, and then Joel with 1. Chonk actually losing time to Joel compared to those medium tires, so Chonk not running super quickly. So man in the box setting a 27.8, Dirt Shark with a 27.9. Joel here is about to cross the line here for a 25.4, so 2.4 seconds faster than man in the box.
Well, my spectator bugged out because I opened up Race Director and I can't get out. So I'm going to go purely off of comms here.
Joel has now dropped that gap from Avira down to 3.4, and it's just free falling to Avira. So right now the gap is now 10 seconds between Joel and man in the box. Man in the box electing to stay out on these old hards compared to Joel pitting under the VSC and the VSC coming in as he's coming through the pit lane. Back here towards the back, we actually have somebody in DRS. We have OG here behind Kiwi. Kiwi pitting behind the VSC also, but it looks like OG is actually going faster than Kiwi on slightly older medium tires. Kiwi has little battery left. Kiwi actually doing a good job of catching up with Kagenis here in P7. With 4-lap-old mediums, OG on the 5-lap-old mediums, Kiwi with a 2-lap-old. Joel setting the fastest lap of the 25.2, so beating OG's time. That delta down to man in the box is now 7.6 seconds, excuse me. And he is about a second behind Avira, so he will have DRS. Going to this first detection zone on lap 24 here. Man in the box is building a bit of a gap to Dirt Shark. Was about 1.2 when the VSC ended, now up to 1.7. They're still running very similar lap times. Joel dumping his whole battery here down to 5% to overtake Avira going into this middle chicane. Gets the move done. Does Avira have any battery? Avira has about 30% battery, but likely not the tires to keep up with Joel as he runs away in front of him. Well, Joel right now would still maintain his championship lead with where we finish now, but he has a lot of tire and a lot of time to go. He's about 1 second behind Rigraff in P3. So Joel looking to try to put himself into a podium position after this lap. But actually, his gap to man in the box is now down to 5.4 seconds.
Yeah, it's very doable, especially because the delta is now still a 2-second difference between each of their lap times right now.
Just letting Joel go by, going into these final two corners. We're just moving over so Joel can go chase after Dirt Shark. So 3.5 seconds between Joel and Dirt Shark. We have 4.5 laps to go. Spinny, oh, he was like, Spinny left the session. Oh, you're probably getting your game, fixing your game.
I'm trying to get my game fixed, yes.
So now Vera within DRS of Rigraff. Rigraff losing a ton of time to Avira by moving over and letting Joel by. So, bit of a questionable move there from Rigraff. So now he may be overtaken by Avira. We may get that Fiesta battling going again. So Rigraff going really defensive on Avira here as we go through the middle chicane. But Avira's going to do a little bit of a switchback here on Rigraff. Rigraff a bit of a slide on exit. Avira going super wide around the outside of Rigraff and getting this move done with that help of that DRS. But now Joel, 2.3 second gap to Dirt Shark. You know, at this rate, even if he slows down a little bit, there's no shot man in the box can keep these guys behind, or can keep Joel behind. The tire delta is just way too big. Because last lap, we'll see actually. Man in the box about to cross the line. We'll have Joel cross the line one more time as we start lap 26. So man in the box with a 28.2. Joel with a 26 flat. So still over 2 seconds a lap faster, and he's less than 3 seconds behind the leader here. So the two-stopper for Joel is doing a lot of work. Right now, Avira is
yeah. I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. Chonk actually getting some moves done now as he pit behind the VSC, getting in front of Rigraff on these soft tires. Now he's going to go after chasing Avira here as they go through these DRS zones through the middle sector. Chonk has not a lot of battery, but he does have DRS. Avira doesn't have a lot of battery either, under 20%. Chonk going to get this move done going into the middle chicane. Rigraff looks like he's going to follow him too, so the more Rigraff-Avira battle.
Ooh, a little bit of contact.
And Avira holding that position in front of Rigraff, but now they're both going to have DRS, but no battery for really any of them. Joel actually getting in front of Dirt Shark as we go into the third sector. There's so much more grip.
Yeah, Dirt Shark almost actually goes into the side of Joel there, but does well to not. Now he's it's very close. 3 seconds, or sorry, 3 laps and 1.1 seconds. This is looking very doable for Joel.
Oh, it's almost in the bag at this point.
Oh my god, it's already under 1 second as I was trying to finish my sentence.
So Dirt Shark just falling outside of DRS to Joel here as they round the corner into lap 27. Man in the box, a little bit of battery, but no way he has enough battery to hold Joel behind for for any more than maybe one straight. Rigraff and Avira still on their own here in with this battle. Chonk gapping both of them by about close to 2 seconds.
Joel tried to do a dummy there.
Joel just playing with his food now, with his tire advantage. Just nothing. There's absolutely nothing man in the box can do as Joel. Oh, trying to be a little defensive, but should know that he's just basically doomed. We'll have DRS going into the next straight.
Let's see, Manibox didn't really use much energy there. And
yeah,
actually, but that exit from Joel was pretty good.
At this point, he knows that maybe at one DRS zone or two just to hold off Dirt Shark, just have battery to battle him. But yeah, man in the box is going to get gapped here through this third sector. The tire difference is going to be so insane for Joel.
Yeah, and the battle between Avira and Rigraff is still spicy right now. Rigraff not with really any battery left, but same with Avira. Avira is also around the same amount.
But
they're gonna fight till the end.
As you say that, Pratty putting himself back in the top 10, overtaking J Street down that back straight, and now is in front of J Street as we go into the second to last lap. We have Hetrasy, I think, around.
Caution.
So we're too late for any kind of safety car. So the race will continue, but Hetrasy has not crashed out yet, being very safe on the rejoin here, taking his time.
Yeah, it is a very, very dangerous corner to spin out on. Luckily, ghosting is on, so nothing should happen, but don't want to spook a driver.
So Hetrasy disqualified for not getting out, so Hetrasy has been disqualified. Kiwi actually now has caught up with Rigraff and Avira, so now Kiwi is making a move here on Rigraff. And he will get that move. They will get that move done on Rigraff. Now they're going to be chasing Avira here. Avira is flashing, so Kiwi going super deep into the corner, almost crashing into the back of Avira.
Rigraff could be trying to do the trying to just follow follow Kiwi here to see if he can get. Oh, maybe he's gonna try to go for both.
Super far back. No way he
happen?
can go for a move here. Avira going really
he's not doing it.
defensive. And now Kiwi's going around the outside of Avira. And so with these new tires, we just leave them in the dust as we go into our final lap. Dirt Shark actually back in the mix for P2, and we have Kagenis around. Oh no, Kagenis, a really nice spot there in P9, but now Pratty's coming up on them. Pratty and J Street coming up on Kagenis. He joined the race and doesn't look like he have any damage. Now watch the battle here for P2 as we start our final lap here. Joel just well in the lead. The two-stop has worked for him as he hoped for, with little help from virtual safety cars and safety cars. But now we have a 7/10 delta between Dirt Shark and Man in the Box. Both of them about the same amount of battery, 25 to 30%. 2 DRS zones for Man in the Box to hold off Dirt Shark here on these absolutely ancient tires for a race around here. Joel just weaving in the front, just clowning on everyone.
Look at him! Look at him flexing.
So
hope he spins. No, I'm kidding.
Man in the Box not using any battery through this first DRS straight. Dirt Shark holding his battery too. So let's see.
Oh, but Man in the Box got a nice exit coming out of that
really
chicane.
Nice exit. So they're both dumping their entire battery. Dirt Shark is not close enough to make any kind of move yet. J Street and Pratty actually battling back here also. So J Street getting right in front of Pratty as we go through the middle chicane, and it looks like for P2, Man in the Box may hold off.
As Campbell gets a move on Rigraff. And Pratty's down to P11. But yeah, Joel, dominant race from him, crossing the line very, very slowly and celebratory like. But yeah, gets that double two-stop working just like he wanted with those safety cars. And Man in the Box P2 and Dirt Shark P3, you round out your podium.
Chonk with a solid recovery after pitting behind the VSC, getting to P4. So our championship lead or championship order will maintain the same. Will be the same after this race, with Kiwi coming in front of Avira. Maybe a potential penalty for Kiwi depending on if they had contact earlier in the race. But Joel with a very decisive victory. And our Big Brain Williams
extend his lead.
Yeah, extend his lead. And our Big Brain Williams finally finishing the race. Well behind the rest of the field. Goldie with an unfortunate spin later on after the safety car. Deciding to pit. Not getting that fastest lap. So Joel will finish with the win and the fastest lap.
Yep, maximum points for him. And Kiwi holds on to P2 in the standings as well, with Avira being in P3 just right behind. But yeah, it's an important race, especially with, 2 races left after this?
We have China and we have Silverstone.
Right, 2 tracks that are... China's not one that we've raced in a very long time.
We raced it last season.
Never mind. I wasn't. I'm dumb. I haven't raced in a very long time. So actually, if we raced it last season, then that's so then some drivers are probably pretty maybe used to the track. But Silverstone is always a classic. It's a good one to end it on, and a lot of drivers are fast. Are fast in Silverstone.
China being the track picked by our D1 champion Ryan Newton. Probably looking for just another easy win as he clowned on everyone last season. I mean, my keyboard click anything.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess I'll run down the standings here. Yeah, Joel P1, extending his championship lead. Man in the Box P2, Dirt Shark P3. We'll probably get them in the interview booth in a second here. Chonk rounds out P4, getting a solid result for Haas. Kiwi P5, Avir P6, Rigraff P7, Campbell with a good recovery drive, and apparently a misaligned wheel. He was driving to go straight, he was turning to the left, so under the circumstances, a solid P8 from him. J Street with that unlucky damage ended up being P9 after staying in the top 5 for a while. Pratty gets a top 10 finish. Kaginis towards the end looks like he, with the penalties, drops out of the top 10, finishing in P11. But the Williams, Snoop, and Stars, they finish in P12 and P13. Aaron Green, P14. And then if it lets me scroll down, Hokage Roldy, Chaos, and Tetrasi uh, round out the final places.
And for some reason, we have Ahmed in the waiting room, not pulling you in out of spite. I will wait for see if Dirt Shark will hop in Discord. Give him just a moment here.
Yeah, where's Joel? He disappeared.
In a bum. All right, so well, Dirt Shark, if we'll give Dirt Shark a moment if he wants to join. If not, so coming in P2, we have the legend himself, Man in the Box, with a very strong result. Man in the Box, how do you feel after that fantastic finish?
What's up, Frank? I'm super stoked. It's my second podium. I won a race yesterday, but all of a sudden everything's come together. So I feel like I finally starting to get competitive and that fun game. So I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah,
Yeah, how'd you feel when Joel pitted under the safety car? Were you thinking maybe you should have pitted as well?
Yeah, so Nick and I were going back and forth on pitting, and we decided that if the virtual ended before I got to the pit lane, I would just stay out, and I would go in if the virtual was still around. But it was like right on the dot, and I just stayed out. I think it was the right call because honestly, if I did go on new tires, I don't know if I had the pace to like keep up with Joel and stay in his DRS and run through the field with him. I probably would have lost it at some point. So I think it might not have been optimal, but I think it worked out for me. I don't think I get P2 if I go in for new tires, but would have been close. We were going back and forth.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Next week we have China. China will be the second to last race for this season. How do you feel about China?
Track, I'm pretty decent at it, but it's like probably my least favorite track. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll give it the best we got and get some points for Red Bull.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on that solid P2 finish for you. And look forward to next week.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for the broadcast. Talk to you later.
But, whoops. All right, and I guess in the position of Joel, we'll have Ahmed. We'll have Ahmed here do his interview, I suppose.
On behalf of Joel, he said, "I love you, Swinny," and he hates you, Big Mama Frank.
Wow.
Have a good night.
Heard it there from the future no longer team principal of Alfa Romeo. So if anyone is interested in being a team principal of Alfa Romeo next season, please send Spanini a DM.
Oh no.
So yeah, well that about does it for us for round 8. I don't think I have anything else. Do you have anything, any final thoughts for
Not
us?
really, but yeah, Joel can't really screw this up now. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm putting the
Yeah.
pressure on Joel. 2 races left. You have a sizable advantage. This is your chance to win the championship. I don't know if he's won one before. I don't think he has.
He is not. So the first one.
Right.
So if you want to be like Joel, make sure to sandbag and only sign up for one division. Kidding. All right. Well, that's it, everyone. We'll see you guys next week. Saturday, I believe. What is that? May the 4th. May the 4th be with you next week once we go to China. And then we'll have a week off and then have our F124 finale at Silverstone on May the 18th. So look forward to seeing everyone there. Have a nice night.